We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button, tell me know you watch this video, helps out the YouTube channel and lets me know you appreciate the time and effort I put into making these videos. So here we are with CEI, and this video is going to have information for those of you that are holding CEI or bullish on CEI. You're going to be excited because this is the type of data as an investor that is in CEI will want to see. So we're going to break it all down, and this is just the beginning of a possible opportunity for CEI itself. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the opportunities I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. And if this is something that interests you and you want to become part of, you want to know what stocks we watch every single day and be part of the community, check out the link down below in the description. We look forward to having you join us. I'm going to jump into everything here with CEI because you're going to love what I got for you guys. So the opportunities I mentioned this morning turned out to be realistic expectations. None of them went beyond a home run opportunity. One of them got really close. And even though the S&P 500 index continues to struggle to get back to all-time highs and possibly break through it in the near future, I will continue to look for opportunities through the volatility of the market. And this is something you can become part of as well by joining and clicking on the link down below in the description to the Discord. And these are the stocks I mentioned this morning: IO, ADMP, OYST, COMS. Every single stock gave 5 to 10% moves, 10 to 15%, but our best performer turned out to be IO, and we're going to look at that chart together. So IO didn't turn out to be a home run, but it nearly reached it. I mentioned it in the pre-market as it was pulling downwards, and at that lowest point of the day to the highest point of possibility, it gave 18% plus. This was not a typical dip and rip, but within that opportunity, there was multiple chances in the dips and the rips here, as you could see with 42 vision, to be able to catch the 5% to 10% move, but catching it from the lowest point to the highest point of possibility was an 18% plus move, nearly reaching home run territory at 20% plus. If this is something that interests you and you want to become part of, we strive for opportunities like these every single day, and you can join by clicking on the link down below in the description. We look forward to having you join us, and let's jump into these charts. So here we are with CEI, and CEI continues to hold the strength, guys. This is pretty exciting to see in the chart. Just like I stated in the last video, that it needed to consolidate at these levels and not just jump up and seem like a dead cat bounce going straight back down. A lot of people were really positive on how CEI was reacting. A lot of people are bullish. Seems like people have done their due diligence. I really appreciate everyone's comments. And if it's your first time coming across this video, or if you've been watching and you haven't shared what your thoughts are, I look forward to seeing your thoughts down below in the comments section. I would love to talk to you guys about CEI and see what others are thinking, because it's so important to see what the communities are feeling. I stated way back here that we could see a dead cat bounce, and it certainly did that, and it's pulling downwards, but this might be a little bit different. This might be the beginning of a true move of strength in creating a staircase effect if it could continue, which we're going to go ahead and break down the technicals here. But before we do, I want to share with you guys how it's looking on the 1 day, because the 1 day is so important. I've talked about it. We wanted to see this pull upwards, and we wanted to see the 30-minute not just be the only one shifting into green, right? We wanted to see it bring the 1 day with it, and this is pretty exciting to see on 42 vision. It doesn't guarantee that things are going back upwards, but this is a clear sign of the beginning of a possible reversal and strength. Look at that. Now, the last time it did that, it quickly shifted and went right back down. So it's going to have to do a lot with volume. As you could see here, it's the first green candlestick of volume, and then also right here before things went back to red. So if this doesn't go back to red, this could start doing that staircase effect of green candlesticks of bars and also pushing this up with it. So this is just the beginning of a possible reversal that is not guaranteed, but we're going to look at an article as well that is talking about why the shorts even took the positions that they took and why it would be incorrect to follow them, almost making a bearish case on it. But the article ends where they're stating that they're neutral. But again, on the 1 day, things were kind of leveling off, and this is the beginning of a shift. We just need to see it come with more strength, because What I want you guys to realize is how much bigger this candlestick is, and even this one when there was a transition, look how small this one is. And also look at the volume here, guys, pretty low. It needs a lot more volume to push up several cents to several dollars. But when we look at this on the 30-minute, it is showing some strength here that every single investor, and especially the bulls, would love to see. And right there's that consolidation, but this is the first drop of red that we've seen in the last several days, and that can actually continue, which could hurt this momentum and staircase effect that has even been formed. So we're going to talk about supports, resistance levels here, but let's look at this article and then we're going to break down the charts together here to see what is important for the bulls, what they want to stay away from, and what the bears are trying to attain. So this right here says the shorts are right on CEI stock, but it's not worth joining them. So they're basically saying the reasons why they're right? That the whole entire patent was not for the US markets, it's for Canada, and it's going to take a whole nother process to be able to get that patent here. Then also talking about, the fundamentals of how much cash on hand CEI has. And then a lot of investors, if you want to comment down below as well, your thoughts, have been commenting in the videos before, as well as in different forums that I've seen, how they feel about the valuation and add-on to CEI and their assets with Vikings. So I look forward to seeing what you guys think about that. So they talk about here the strong bear case on CEI, putting it simple, that CEI has all the makings of a great short seller target. In other words, it's an overvalued company with enough negatives at play to send it lower, enabling the betting against it at higher prices to make big profits. And that's exactly what the whole short seller report took advantage of in the twos, bringing it all the way back down below $1. Then they're talking also about, the out of control shareholder dilution, low quality assets, which are questionable value, and the touting of the move into clean energy. That's one of the biggest things right now, that they're basically saying that CEI is not even prepared to get into this market, and that this has all been hype. And that's the whole short report. Now, the cool thing is, in this whole article, they talk about the negative side of things, and then they're talking about the bullish side of things. And they say that another spike is in motion and could continue, okay? And that's exactly what we're seeing here. And you could see that this was written about 6 days ago, and it goes back to the days of when this started to move upwards, and then now we're seeing it pulling downwards, and it is in the process of trying to bring itself back up. Now the spikes are becoming weaker and weaker, but this could be a reversal point for the company. And they state here, in the days after the short report dropped, CEI made its way back over $3 per share to prices as low as 86 cents. And that is so true. It literally came right back up from $3 all the way down to 86, and then right back up to the $2 mark and some change. So they're talking about one of the biggest things that could push this, is the counterattack from retail heavy long side that could carry on and may be enough to send it back over $3 per share, and could even be enough to send it back to 52-week highs of $4.85, or perhaps even higher, given to the degree which its short interest is going up based off the short volume. The short-siders that are convinced this stock is an ultimate zero could find themselves scrambling to cover in the immediate term. So when you look at this, they talk about all the things we already knew about the short report. They go ahead and talk about both sides. They stay neutral on this story, but this right here, driven by retail and going ahead against it, could create that trending effect, and you could see it happening in really small moves here based off the 30-minute and based off the 1 day. As we're starting to see a shift, it just needs to come in with more strength. These candlesticks need to continue green, but become bigger and bigger like they were doing way back here and way back here. We also want volume to pick up here, as well as break closer to the average volume of the 10-day average. And this right here is pretty low, even though it's only 93 million, almost 100 million shares traded. It is not enough to break through with a substantial or significant upside, because it can actually lose traction really fast if volume doesn't pick up, because the average volume was 428 in the last 10 days, not in the last 2 days, not back here, in the last 10 days. So we got to get closer to that average, or at least get to half of it, and that most of it is inflow instead of outflow, because outflows will bring this one down and give leverage to the bears and the shorts. I look forward to seeing your thoughts down below, how you feel about CEI. This is pretty exciting to see this consolidation in these areas, and the support is 132. If it gets broken through, I would watch how it reacts between 132 and down here at 117. And the resistance to start pushing higher is 150, and then all the way back up here to 190. And then we would have to reanalyze these highs up here and also the highs up here before the collapse. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.